For years, fitness trackers and wellness gurus have pushed one magic number like it's gospel: 10,000 steps a day. It sounds precise, achievable, and vaguely scientific until you dig into where it came from. Spoiler alert, it wasn't a medical guideline. It was a 1960s Japanese marketing campaign for a pedometer. The device was called the Monthike, which translates to 10,000 steps meter. And while it was undeniably catchy, props to the ad team, it wasn't based on any rigorous scientific evidence. Yet somehow, that number got baked into the global wellness vocabulary like avocado toast on brunch menus. But here's where it gets interesting. New research says the 10,000 step gospel may be leading us astray. It turns out that how you walk matters far more than how much you walk, especially if your goal is to live longer, reduce chronic disease, and avoid becoming a statistic in a cardiology slideshow. In fact, a growing body of studies shows that people who walk fewer steps, but at a brisker pace, often have better health outcomes than those who casually saunter their way to 10,000. This is where intensity enters the chat. Brisk walking, defined as a pace that gets your heart rate up and maybe makes talking a little more effortful, is now being recognized as a more powerful predictor of longevity than just total daily steps. For example, one study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found that people who walked briskly, even for fewer total steps per day, had significantly lower mortality risk than slow walkers who hit the 10,000 mark. Another meta-analysis confirmed that walking speed, not just quantity, correlated strongly with reduced risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. It's not just movement, it's meaningful movement. So if you're marching around your living room at 11:45 p.m. to hit your 10K step goal before bed, you know who you are. Maybe consider a mindset shift. Instead of chasing a number, focus on the quality of your movement. A 20-minute brisk walk might be more beneficial than a slow 90-minute meander to the fridge and back. Your body isn't logging steps like an accountant. It's responding to physiological demand: heart rate, blood flow, oxygen uptake. Fast walking gives your system a wake-up call. It challenges your cardiovascular and metabolic systems in ways that stimulate adaptation. That's where the magic happens. That's not to say that counting steps is useless. It's not. It can be a helpful nudge for people who are mostly sedentary, a reminder to move a bit more. But once you're in the habit of moving, obsessing over that round 10,000 can become a distraction. In fact, many studies now show benefits begin around 6,000 to 7,000 steps per day, especially when some of those steps involve purposeful, brisk walking. You don't need to pace your kitchen like a caffeinated squirrel to meet an arbitrary goal. Intensity also has the added bonus of time efficiency. You don't need to carve out an hour to slowly accumulate steps. A couple of fast-paced 10-minute walks, squeezed in between Zoom calls or errands, can offer significant cardiovascular and metabolic benefits, often more so than dragging out a long, low-effort walk that leaves your heart unbothered and your glutes still asleep. So what really matters? Movement that challenges you just enough. Brisk walking. Walking uphill. Walking like you're late, but pretending you're calm about it. That's the sweet spot. It tells your body, hey, we're doing something mildly ambitious, and your heart, blood vessels, mitochondria, and insulin receptors respond accordingly. Let the step counters count, if that's what motivates you. But don't mistake quantity for quality. Because at the end of the day, your health doesn't care about round numbers. It cares about consistency, intensity, and whether your walks feel more like a stroll or a mission.